Hey guys, welcome once again to my channel. If today is your first time, you are welcome. So in today's video, I'm just going to show you how to make this beautiful and amazing bag. It's very simple to do, okay? Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just do that now. It's free to subscribe, like this video and share with others, and also do check out my other videos on this channel. And yeah, stay connected and let's do this bag together. Yeah. So guys, these are the materials that I'll be using to make this particular bag. This bead is actually one pack. I've used half of it to weave one side of the bag first, and this will be used for the handle. Then we also have our fishing line here, which is 0.7. Then we have our scissors here. So let's get right into this video. So to begin, you just have to take a sizable thread that you can manage, the thread that you can work with. Okay, so this will be the length of my own, so I'll just cut it and I'll set this one aside. So to begin, I'll pick 4 beads like this and I'll put all on one thread through the first one side of the thread like this. So you cross it with the fourth one this way, then you pull it down to make a ring. Okay, so when you put 3 on it and cross with the fourth one, you'll be getting something like this, So to continue, you just have to make sure that the thread are all of the same length, none is longer than the other. Then you pick 3 beads. So with that, you put 1 on each thread, then you cross with the third one this way. You pull it also down to join the first ring. Okay, so we'll be getting something like this. Okay, so we are just going to continue with the second step until we get the desired length that we want for our bag. Okay, so you put 1 bead on each of the thread and you cross with the third one, then you pull it down this way. So we are going to continue the same process until we get the length that we want. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do so. Okay, kindly do so, and please don't skip the ads. That motivates us when we are making video. We put a lot of energy and time, strength into it making videos. So when you are watching, please don't skip the ads. Okay, so the particular size or length of this bead, the first chain we are to make is going to be 16. Okay, so this is 15. We'll be turning on the 16th one. So to turn, you have to put all the 3 beads on one thread like this. Okay, then you cross with the third one. So you realize that your thread is no longer here but rather here. Okay, like this. So you turn your work this way. You pick the top thread, then you put 3 beads on it, then you cross with the third one. So you realize that you are weaving on the next side of the first chain you have made. So to continue, you just, after you cross with the third one, you just have to put your thread in the next bead this way, then you take the other thread, you put 2 beads on it and cross with the second one this way. Okay, so we are just going to continue the same process so we get here, until we get here. Okay, so you take your thread, you put 2 beads on it, then you put the thread in the next bead, you put 2 beads on it, cross with the second one. So we are just going to continue till we get here. So you just continue the same process, okay? You continue the same process. So when you get to the last bead here, we have to turn to this side so that we can weave alongside here as well. So to do that, when you put the thread inside the bead, which is the last one, bring it out, okay? Then you can fold your work this way. Then you take the thread, the top thread, which is this one. Then you put the bead on it this way, and you cross with the second one, just as we were doing previously. So you see what we have gotten. So we have gotten our second line 2 is complete. So we are just going to continue with the same process. So we get a desired size that we want. So to do that, you just take your top thread, which is this one. You pick 3 beads. Then you cross with the third one. You put the thread inside the next bead. You pull it out, okay? Then you take your other thread. Now you are going to use 2 beads. You put one on it, then you cross with the second one. Then you put the thread inside the next bead. So that's the same way we are just going to weave so we get the desired size that we want. So just continue the same way. I'll be right back. So I'll weave up to here and turn and continue weaving until I get the size that I want. So I'll be right back. So the thread is finished. I'll be joining a new thread to it. So I just cut my new thread. So to join a new thread, you see we were here when the thread got finished. So we are going to put the thread inside this one and bring it out of here. So just watch me as I put it inside. So when you put it inside this way, then you put it inside the next bead this way. Then you pull it out. So after you pull it out, just make sure that the 2 edges are equal. Okay, they are equal this way. Then you continue your weaving. So you just continue till it's finished. You take another thread and you do the same. You repeat the same process till you get the size that you want. So I'll be back when I get the size that I want, and I'll show you the next process. So guys, we are almost done. Okay, we are almost done with the size that we want. So let me just end it and I'll show you the next step or the next process. Okay. Okay, so we have gotten the size that we want. So this is 16 by 8. So this is 16, 8. So this is 8. So after that, we are going to shape the downside of 8. Okay, so to do that, you know that when we turn, we start weaving from the first one, but to do the shape or to give the shape to the back, we are going to move one step away from the first one and move to the next bead, which is the second one, and we'll weave all the way down here to the last but one bead. So just watch me whilst I do that. So to move your thread from the first bead to the second one, you just have to bring all your thread out from here and let it come out from the second bead. So that is what I'm going to do now. So my first thread is out from where we are to start weaving from. I'll make sure the second one also come out from it. So I'm just going to pass the second one also through this 3 beads and let it come out from the fourth one. So as you can see, it's out of the one that we are about to start weaving from. It's no longer here but here. So now we'll take the top thread as we used to do, which is this one, and we'll put 3 beads on it. Then we'll cross with the second thread on the 3rd bead this way. So you can see that there is a shape forming over here. So you just continue the normal weaving now. So I'm going to weave all the way down to the last but one bead here. So I'll just continue the same process and weave and get here, and I'll get back to you. So as you can see, we are on the last but one here. So this is where we are going to end and turn our side. Okay, so now we'll be turning. Since we are not ending here, this is where we'll end. We have to turn. So to turn, you just take the top thread and just put all the beads on it and cross with the second one. So you realize that the shape we have here, we have the same thing here. So now the decreasing or making the shape, we are going to decrease it 2 times. So this is what we have done. This is the first one. So we are going to do the second one. With the second one, we will not start from where we have ended, which make the beginning of this line, but we'll start from the second but one, which is this one, and we'll also end on the last but one here. So I'll do the same thing I did first to bring the thread here and weave all the way down to this one. So just watch me. So now the 2 threads are out of it. We are going to start our weaving again from here and end here. So to start, we'll just take the top thread and put 3 beads on it, which is this, then you put the thread inside the next bead. We take 2 thread now, sorry, take 2 beads now and cross to the second one. So you continue the same process and weave up to last but 1 here. So you realize that the shape has increased by 1, which is here. Okay, so we just weave all the way up to here, last but 1 here. So as you can see, we are almost ending the shape. Okay, so we are going to end here. So we are done now with the body of the bag. We'll now do the cover, the side of it. Okay, so as you can see, we have this shape here, this shape here. So right now I'm just going to pass this thread through several beads and tie it. So I'll show you that. So as I stopped here, I'm just going to bring this on to also meet it up, and I'll be so that I can be able to tie the 2 and cut off the excess thread. So now the 2 thread has met at one point. I'm just going to tie it. Just tie it firmly, maybe double or 3 times. Make sure you pull it hard. Then you just take your scissors and cut off the excess thread. So now we are done with this part. I'll take a new thread and weave along the side of the bag. So I'll show you that now. So now I've taken my thread. I'm going to bring it out from this bead this way. Then I'll make sure the 2 edges are equal this way. So you take the thread that is at the first end of your mat. I'll say this is a mat of your mat. So you take the one that is pointing to the top. Then you take 3 beads. You cross with the 3rd one. Make sure the edges of the thread are equal. You pull it down this way. So you take the other thread, then you put it inside the next bead this way, then you pull it down. Make sure your edges are equal so that you will not be short of thread. One will be longer than the other one. So now you continue with 2 beads. So it's just the same thing I'll be doing until I get here. Okay, because I'm going to do the same thing 2 times. So when I get here, I'll show you. So I want to show you how to weave on the curve. Okay, it's not difficult, it's just the same way though, but I'll just show you, because when you're weaving it, it's going to be something like this, okay. So it's just the same way, there is nothing different about it, it's just the same way of how we are doing the weaving. But when you see that this one has come inside, so now you bring out it this way. So you just make sure that the thread come out from the next bead again. So this is out. So it's just the same way, there's nothing different about it, but I just want to show you. So I'll just weave an end here and turn my back and weave all to this place again. Then it will make 2 sides. So this is 1. When I end it, I'll come back again to this side. So I'm on the second line, almost ending it. Okay. So I'll just end it and I'll show you the next step we'll go. So this is what we have made. So we are going to do 2 of this and put it together. So this is 1. I'll just add the second one. So guys, this is the second one. Okay, this is what we just did. I've done this already, so I'll just bring the 2 together and joined the side and joined it here. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do now. Because this thread is here, I'll use it to start it first. Okay, this is it. So to join 2 parts of a bag, take 1 thread, which is the top one here, put 1 bead on it this way. Okay, then you bring the other side of the bag, then you put your thread inside again this way. Then you take another thread, another bead, sorry, then use it to cross this way. So let me do it this way. Okay. So we are going to get something like this. Then to continue, you put the thread inside, 1 bead on each side of the bag. So you take the second thread and put it on the other side of the bag. Then you bring it out. You get something like this. Now you take 1 thread, 1 bead, sorry, use it to cross it. Okay, so you'll be getting something like this. Okay, so you just have to put your thread inside this one, bring it out. You take the other thread and put it inside the next bead here as well. You bring it out. Then then you take 1 bead and cross. So we are just going to continue the same thing we started from here till we get to the other end, which is here of this bag. Okay, so you just continue the same way as I showed you. Bring out the thread, then you bring it out from the second one, then you take one bead and cross it. So you continue weaving it all the way down to this place. Okay, so now we are done joining the two sides together. We are going to give it a nice shape. So to do that, we just finish up with this thread by bringing it together and tie it. Okay, so you bring it together and tie it. So after you give it a double tie, you cut the excess thread off. So when you cut the thread off, you see this beautiful design we have made here. We are going to do the same thing here. So I'll show you how to do it. So you just cut a sizable thread this way. Then you, since this one is 1 2 3 4 5, you bring it together this way. Okay, just bring it together this way. Make sure you have this in the middle here. Then you put one edge of your thread from here. Okay, then you take one bead and put on it this way. Then you bring it out from here as well. Here. Okay, then you take another thread, another bead, then you cross with it this way. Make sure the two edges are the same size, then you pull it. Okay, so you do another one again this way. You take another bead, then you cross with it. Okay, so now we are done. Just bring the two threads together and tie it. Okay, this way, bring it out, then you pass this one also through this bead, then you give it a double tie, okay, very hard. So yeah, we are almost done. So I'll cut off the excess thread here as well. So to do the handle, you just cut a reasonable thread, then you bring it out of this bead this way, okay, then you make sure the two edges are the same, then you take 2 beads and put it on each thread this way, okay. So now I told you we'll be using this for the handle, so just bring the 2 threads together now and just pass it through the pearls. Okay, so I'll make it long just for my desired length. So you also put the number of beads you want to use for the handle, or how long you want it determines how many beads you use for the handle. So guys, this is how I want my handle should be long, okay. So and this bead is 25, okay. So I'm just going to end it on this thread, on this bead. So what I'll do is that I'll put one each of these beads on each thread, okay. Then I bring it out from this bead. I'll pass one here this way, then I'll pass the other one from the opposite side this way, okay. So you pull it hard. So this is how the bag is going to be like, okay. So now we are just going to find a way to bring the 2 threads together and tie it again. So I'll come out from this particular bead and come out from here, and I'll be tying it here, okay. So yeah guys, we are done, okay. This is our bag. We are done. If you like, you can just do a small cover here. You can do a small cover, but for me, I'll be leaving it like this, okay. So I'll just cut the excess thread here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've subscribed. If you haven't done that yet, it's free to subscribe to my channel, nothing to pay for, and you will learn all these amazing beautiful bags, how to make all this. You can do it for yourself or also do it in sew. Thank you so much for watching, and please do check other videos on my channel, and I'll see you in my next new video. Bye.